You know, guys, what makes an auto rifle the auto rifle of your choosing? I mean, why would you even choose that auto rifle? Simply enough, whenever I choose an auto rifle, it's like my lazy gun, dude. If I'm like, man, I really don't want to be precise today, I just kind of want to aim in the general direction of an enemy and just hold on to the R2 button and hope the guy they decide to stare down the barrel. So either way it goes, I've got two auto rifles, man. And I'm having to decide between both of these on which one is the better auto rifle. That's right, Vision Stone, specifically the Adept version, and Monte Carlo. Now, I have put reviews out on Monte Carlo before. Y'all know my feelings on it, but I put aside everything that I ever felt about Monte Carlo. The feelings, everything. It stops. Nah, we're looking at it like we've never made love before. It's just me and Monte and me and Vision Stone, and everyone's on equal ground right now. So, fellas, let's check it out.
Just a little closer.
Alright guys, so let's talk a little bit about Monte Carlo and Vision Stone. I haven't done a Vision Stone review yet, but if you've probably seen this weapon, again, Snapshot is the intrinsic perk, and it does help it, man. It really does. Surprisingly so, even on an auto rifle, it does what it's supposed to be. CQB Ballistics is what I have now. Of course, if I threw that on Smart Drift Control, I want to say these are almost identical. You can see there's a little more range, though, with Vision Stone there. And the magazine size is one bigger. So that, all those little things like that. But I like to leave my CQB Ballistics just so I can give myself just a little more range. Now, Sended, of course, is what I'm rocking with. Fitted Stock is what I'm going with, and Crowd Control. Some of you might be saying, why not Rodeo? Rodeo is this weapon is still very much controllable. I have no problem just dealing with the recoil even without Rodeo. So I don't really find that Rodeo is really just playing that much of a role. Now, if this was like the archetype of what Doctrine and Passing is, then I probably would have to use something like Rodeo. But being the archetype of what Monte Carlo is, I'm fine with just using this. So, of course, Monte Carlo itself, guys, this is what I've loaded mine out with for many engagements, guys. The high cal rounds, of course, combine that with Smart Drift Control as well. This has always been the setup I have always used with Monte. So guys, let's get into stats and gameplay. Okay, so these are the base default stats. Now, we'll say everything across the board is very much above average or above average, man. That 31 range right there is a really nice perk to already have, base default wise. If you look at it across the board within its archetype, nothing else can compare to it as far as that range value except for something like Monte Carlo. Monte Carlo being the exception there. But when you look at it like that, man, it's already got great range. And then you give it a nice stability there of 55, man. Reload speed, of course, is very good on it with that 83. Mag size is good, man. I'm fine with 37. I mean, this is an archetype that's 88/8, so it's not like your Doctrine of Passings where you need just a gigantic magazine. But 37 at this archetype is a very solid magazine size. You should not have any problems with that mag size. Aim assist is 74, which is actually extremely high compared to the other auto rifles within its archetype. The only thing that's kind of lacking is the recoil direction, but it's not terrible. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't having any issues with it, man. Again, I was not loading Rodeo out on this thing. I was loading just the crowd control perk and just allowing myself to have that extra damage buff. Okay guys, so let's take a look at these stats on Monte. And again, a lot of these stats kind of get thrown around the board a little bit because I do load mine on Smart Drift Control. But just looking at it off of base stats, man, you've got a whopping 46 range there, guys, which is huge. The best in the entire archetype of that 88/8 impact, man. So that's what you're looking at whenever you're dealing with Monte, man. Not only that, dude, there's just a lot of other good things going for it. Stability is pretty solid there at 64, and not only that, the reload is damn near instantaneous, and that's something to take note of as well. And of course the exotic perk that comes along with it that actually allows you to get your melees back. That's something that cannot be overlooked. Either way it goes, every single stat about this is definitely above average, if not even just superb, man. So when I have to sit here and decide which weapon is the better weapon, I always go with the weapon that definitely, I guess you would say, handle itself the best. So anytime I ever get into a sticky situation and the gun can bail me out of it, there's a lot of good things to say about that weapon. Now I will say Vision Stone, especially the Adept version, did a fantastic job for me. There was so many times that I would get into sticky situations and it could pull it, it could clutch it, combined with other things that was working out pretty well for me being on my Titan class. I don't normally play Titan, but I was having fun today. So it was doing good, dude. I was really appreciating all the different perks with it, especially once you got crowd control procced and letting it do its work. Now, with that being said, man, Monte Carlo, the thing that really shines about Monte is not only its exotic perk that allows you to get your melees back. So if you're rocking something that especially something like Stormcaller, you constantly have melees thrown into that. But the high cal rounds in the base default stats is what really goes for it. The high cal rounds in 1v1 straight fights allowed me to beat out so many people because of just flinching them. I would flinch them so bad, and it's so apparent when landing the first initial shots, because what would happen is even if they would get a jump on me, whereas I mentioned that Vision Stone, you want to be the first to get the shots on somebody, and a snapshot allowing you to do that. Monte Carlo, when you would get yourself in a even bigger bind, you get into a situation where you are not the first one to land those shots. Even in those situations, whenever you would start pecking at them with those high cal rounds, man, you will win out because of the flinch factor. Their aim will go all over the place, and you'll just simply enough overpower them. And so, guys, when I had to sit in and think about it, comparing these two weapons, man, Monte Carlo, without a doubt, is still my go-to auto rifle between these two. Again, they're both very solid auto rifles. Vision Stone is definitely something that I think is a great weapon to use. And especially with it being a legendary, it doesn't use up your exotic slot. And it's still a very solidly rolled weapon. But again, Monte is just one of those weapons, man. It looks badass. And I put aside everything that I ever felt about this weapon, but it's just proven itself time and time again to be the deadliest weapon out of both of these auto rifles in regards to those 1v1 engagements. Well, guys, that is your weapon comparison, man. Hope this video helped you out. Again, you know, if you don't have either one of these weapons, I highly suggest going out and getting the trials and grinding out to get this one, this auto rifle, and then of course to grind down and get Monte Carlo as well, man. They're both very solid auto rifles, and you can't go wrong with either one of them. All right, fellas, thanks so much for coming and watching. Catch y'all later.
Slap that like button like your mama told you right.